Out of a dangerous game, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I was selling drugs real hard, you know. When I got the record deal, all I got cut short. So it's like he Jesus to me, you know what I'm saying? Because he just saved me. And it's real, and I go all out.
Now, I ain't saying none of that. I'm not Jesus.
To
Jesus.
me, I look at him like, I say Jesus.
And the next question is,
whatever.
watch out for the thunder out this motherfucker.
He saved me.
Love you.
I don't think people realize like how young we were, you know, so we're actually like kids in this multi-billion-dollar industry. You know, two young men that really had a chemistry, really got along, and were just really enjoying.
There was a genuine connection there, a genuine care.
Man, you can tell that these guys were into something that was deeper than one might understand, and I'm talking about the sexual aspect. And that's what the entertainment industry is about. And with Diddy, obviously, based off of what we see now in these revelatory times, it's easy to understand and it's easy to be more suspicious about, you know, him and Biggie and, you know, other elements of, you know, his alignments just when it comes to certain men that he was aligned with, like a Clive Davis and whatnot, so on and so forth, right? So when you see that, obviously, one can understand what they're seeing. This is not just surface level. If you see all this stuff, you see Biggie talking about his skin so soft and I love you and this person is Jesus. What was Diddy to Biggie? And vice versa. I believe that Biggie was like some sort of boy toy for Diddy, especially based off of what we understand now. Now, when it comes to us and what we know about the entertainment industry, as far as us, I'm talking about us, you know, where we have this certain level of understanding, we already know what it is. We still have to say allegedly, but we already know what it is, man. We know that these people are pansexuals. And Biggie, he told you on songs, and people still let it just fall by the wayside because they idolize. You hear songs like, I suck on your daddy dick. You look so good, I suck on your daddy dick, and talking about raping kids and throwing them off the bridge. Just like, what? And it doesn't like make you think certain things when it comes to just what you hear from these people. Come on, put two and two together. Don't be so simple-minded. Obviously, these people were doing things. Diddy and Biggie, yes, they had sexual relations. They did. Like, that's just a fact. Come on. Right? Especially when you just consider other elements and put it in context, like, you know, the whole transgender thing with him in the bed with the transgender in the music video, and also what he said about sucking on a woman's daddy dick. Like, you look so good. I was like, come on, bro. Now you can't try to justify it by saying, well, you understand what I'm saying. I'm saying that, you know, she looked that good, and you know she came from the sperm of her father. So no, bro, no. So we just have to understand, man, in these revelatory times, we can't be afraid to humble ourselves to what the truth is. A lot of our people, they get so caught up in these attachments. It's like, I remember one time I was telling this person about Wu-Tang and what they really about, RZA, so on and so forth. Like, these people, they all pansexuals. I don't give a fuck how much they put on the mic, how gangster and tough they are. They all pansexuals. They have to be. And that's the power of deception, where they put on a different face. Of course, they're not going to show you that. They're going to show you a different image, and they're going to have you hook and think that they're not what they really are. That's the power of the deception. They are a part of the entertainment industry. They are taught these things. They're taught how to lie. They're taught how to convey a different image than what they are a part of. Come on, man. You hear stories about Diddy and Ja Rule and all these people. You don't look at them in a different light. You still look at them as, you know what I mean? Like, you have to change your perspective of these people once you hear about them. You can't just let it, you know, like, you can't do that. You can't be impervious to these things. It is what it is. You know, you can't be on some oblivious shit. It's the truth, man. And obviously, we live in a world where certain people, they say, oh, you wasn't there. But at the end of the day, when you have a brain, you know how to put two and two together, you could come to a certain conclusion. You don't have to necessarily be there. It's just like history. We understand history based off of putting two and two together and considering it. And you have to understand what's in front of you now in order for you to or you have to understand history in order for you to understand what's in front of you now. So all things must be considered. All things must be considered. Now I'm trying to do this video on Joey Badass. I guess I probably just drop a part 1 of it, but definitely gonna be a part 2 because it's a lot that I want to get into with this video. But you know, I just stumbled across this and I just thought it was interesting, as well as the color coding with the black, white, and the red. And I'm seeing a lot of black, white, and red, like seeing a lot of it. Just when it comes to my understanding, like when you have a spiritual eye, you see these things. To the regular person, they just might see what they see, and that's just it. They don't necessarily like spot it and connect it with things, or like put 2 and 2 together with it, you know, because it's always these full circle moments, these full circle dynamics. You know, it's been happening a lot recently, you know. But yeah, man, I just wanted to just, you know, just talk about a few things just in regards to this video, as well as, you know, what's going to come in regards to what I want to go into with these drops, these videos, and